on the breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh and let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh, let it go. Once more, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh. Let it go. Return here to the natural rhythm of the breath. You'll often hear me say, tune into the rhythm of your own breath. What does it feel like when you inhale and the body expands, and you exhale and the body contracts? Take a few moments here to really tune in to that rhythm of the breath. Next, I'm going to walk you through a scan of your body, starting at the top of your head, center of the forehead, right between the brow, center of the throat, heart center, belly, moving down to the legs, soles of the feet, and back up again from the soles of the feet to the legs, the belly, heart center, center of the throat, forehead center, that space between the brow, top of your head. This time I want you to walk through that scan of your body on your own. And as you silently name each point or space, imagine that space relaxing more and more as you scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Head relaxed. Shoulders, neck relaxed. Chest relaxed. Belly relaxed. Legs relaxed. Soles of the feet relaxed. The whole body completely relaxed. I want you to imagine a circle being drawn around you. This is a circle of white light, protective light, warmth, and peace. And then from this circle, you will see a tiny white light that meets you at your heart center. Warm, gentle, peaceful, tiny white light. And this white light begins to shine on a path moving towards your safe space. At that entrance to your safe space, there is a door. That white light, peaceful light, guides you through it. As you walk through this door, walking into your safe space, feeling peace, love, calm. You notice a bench. You go to sit down on this bench. To simply observe, contemplate. This peaceful white light is still with you, guiding you. In the distance, you see a familiar face, a face that is kind and that is loving. And as that familiar face comes closer to you, you realize that that familiar face is your own. It is a future version of yourself. And the two of you sit down on this bench, your present self and your future self. And you start to contemplate with your future self those questions, those things that you decided that you were going to let go of, the things that were too heavy to carry, the things that you no longer had space for, the things that were no longer yours to hold on to. Sit with your future self and allow them to tell you what it is like having let go of the things that no longer serve. I said, catching up with an old friend, you take in all of the nuggets of wisdom, joy that your future self has shared with you. And then you start to notice that tiny white light gently signaling to you that you have gotten all that you need from this future version of yourself. You warmly say goodbye to this future version of yourself, and it's not goodbye, it's so long for now. And you get up from the bench, you begin again to follow that tiny white light, peaceful white light, back to the door. See if you can notice yourself, your body lying on the ground with that circle of white light and safety surrounding you. And that tiny white light starts to grow. So it's just a little bigger. Continues to grow, and you feel the warmth and the peace wash over you as that tiny white light begins to grow. And we'll move into a period of silence. You will not hear me, but I will be in the room and counting down from 5. That white light surrounds you, creating warmth. 4. Body is completely relaxed. 3. Overwhelming sense of peace. 2. And 1. Pause, notice how the breath may naturally start to deepen as you hear the sound of mother. Four, remember that you have a body. 3, remember that you have this body in this time and space. 2, white light starts to become just a bit dimmer. Awareness starts to come back to the body. And 1, gently start to bring some movement back to your body by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Casually make those movements bigger by maybe rolling the ankle, making that movement bigger still by stretching the legs out in front of you, arms out behind you for a big stretch, like the first time you've woken up today. And then gently roll over onto your right side here. In the fetal position, resting. A few more moments. Taking in the goodness of this practice. Honoring all that you learned, all that you saw, all that you felt. And then taking your time, because you have all of the time in the world. Gently place yourself back up to sitting. Remember, there is no rush. And then closing our practice out the same way that we began it. But here I'd like to provide an offering. If you feel like you need more grounding, you'll take your hands and you'll plant them palms down on your knees. If you feel like you need to receive, you'll flip those palms upward on top of the knee. And then we'll close our practice with 3 clearing breaths. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh. Let it go. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Last time here. Deep breath in. Hold the inhalation for just a moment at the top. And exhale. Let it go. Take a moment to bring your hands to heart center. And bowing your head to your own heart. Giving yourself gratitude for making this space for your practice today. Thank you so much for trusting me to hold space and take you on a journey today. It is my pleasure. My wish is that all beings be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste.